Everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the podcast. It's going to be a slightly different one. Not even fully sure what I'm going to say, but this podcast follows in terms of recording it the day after the sad passing of Liverpool Portugal player Diogo Jota and his brother Andre. And as a lifelong passionate Liverpool fan, this news really did hit hard, I have to say. And but this podcast episode contains a really important message. That's why I'm doing this. Don't necessarily feel like doing this podcast, to be honest, but it needs to be done because there's a really important message that I need to drill into you, with this tragic news. And, it's all about life and the fragility of life and how precious life is. And it's something I speak a lot about. Like those of you who follow me a lot will know that I speak a lot about living life fully, live without regrets, live life to the max, don't feel fear, don't live by the opinions of others, and so on and so on. And, that's what I want to dedicate this podcast about. And, in the memory of Diogo Jota and his brother. And, two examples of people who lived their dreams, who lived life fully, who didn't let fear stop them, who didn't let anything stop them, didn't let the opinions of others stop them, the lack of belief of others, the jealousy of others, didn't let it stop them in living their dreams. If you just look at Diogo Jota, the last few months just, he was part of the Premier League champions Liverpool, win the Premier League number 20, then went on with Portugal and won the Nations League. And then only, this is 6 days ago of recording this, got married to his childhood sweetheart, together since they were 12 or 13 or something like that. Very young anyway. I think they met in high school, but they got married. And that's only a few days ago. So if you take the last few months, he has literally been living the dream. And, his life was exactly where he would want it to be. Everything was amazing. Everything was perfect. And look, this is the lesson about life and the lesson that we all have to grasp. And, in such tragic circumstances and such a tragic situation, there's a lesson for all of us, a lesson for all of us about life. Think of the stupid shit that we waste our time and energy on. Think of the stupid people that we waste our time and energy on because of their opinions or what they maybe said to us or think about us. Think about all the time we waste just in general, deliberating and thinking about whether we should do something or not, instead of just bloody going and doing it. Life is precious. Life is fragile. That's the other side of it. Time is so precious and time moves so fast and it's limited and you don't know how much time you're going to get. Tomorrow is never promised. You've got to live for today. And people like Diego and Andre live life to the fullest. They did everything they could every day to live their best life. They had dreams as little boys and they've lived out their dreams. They had very short lives, but they had very fulfilling lives. There's people right now who are 60s and 70s who didn't have a fraction of fulfillment in their lives. They're leaving so many dreams behind them in their life. And undoubtedly are going to get to their final days and have so many regrets. And this is the message that we all need to get from these tragic situations. Is that, again, life is short. What is it you want your life to look like? What is it you want to do in your life? What memories do you want to have? What experiences? What types of people do you want to have in your life? What goals you want to achieve? What dreams you want to turn into your live reality? It's there for you. This is the thing about it. It's there for you. You're holding the pen, writing your life script. Like Diego, at just, I think, 6 years of age, started playing football. He had a dream of what he wanted to be. He wanted to be a professional footballer. He held that pen writing his life script. Every single day, he put in the work, did what he could, visualized being a professional footballer, and got to where he wanted to be. He got to his point of happiness. He got to that point of success. All of these things. And it's there for all of us. But we have to believe. And it's like, in terms of the people around us, it's so important the people around you. Make sure the people around you are supportive of what you want to do in life. Make sure they cheer you on. Make sure they challenge you. Make sure they champion you and celebrate your success when you have it. Because too many people won't do this. But what about your circle? Are there people who will do that for you? It's like Diego is always very clear on the important role his parents played in his whole career. That without them, he would never become a professional footballer because they're the ones who paid for everything. Even as he got to 16, 17 and started getting to his career, they still were paying for everything. And as he says, it's a debt that he could never pay back, ever. Even though now, before his passing, he would have been, I don't know exactly what, but he was probably earning 150, 200 grand a week. He still didn't matter. Monetarily, he could never give back to them what they gave to him. But he had supportive people around him. He had like-minded people around him. How about you? Do you have like-minded people around you? Do you have people who support you and champion you and want you to be successful? Or do you have people around you who are negative and put down your goals and dreams and nearly are jealous and envious if you do achieve any kind of success? They're always trying to pull you back into their area and their sphere. Audit your circle. I stress it all the time. But the bottom line is, you're holding the pen writing your life script. That's the most important message for you to drill into your head. You hold the pen writing your life script. What kind of script are you writing? You need to live life fully. I've said life is so fragile. These situations remind us of this. Life is so fragile, yet at the same time, it's so precious. It needs to be valued so much. It needs to be respected so highly. Time is so precious. It's the most valuable resource you've got, but it's limited, and you don't even know what the limit is. Diego didn't know that was the limit of his life. He even posted a beautiful video about his wedding day and how it was the most special day of his life. Only, I think it was maybe something like 10 hours before he got into the car. He didn't expect that to happen. He was on top of the world. Everything was where he wanted to be. And then that happened. That's the thing about life. You don't know what's going to happen. I always compare life to a roller coaster. A roller coaster's got lots of ups, it's got lots of downs, sudden drops, it's got plane levels that you go along, but extreme ups, extreme downs. That's the whole thrill of the roller coaster, and that's again life. Life is like that. So life, when you're at your best, when you're at your top, that's when you have to be most on your guard. There's something that's going to happen. And that's just a reality. That's not negative thinking. That's just a reality. Life will always throw challenges at you, big or small. Always. So even when things are really good, there's something coming to challenge you, whatever it may be. You just never know. You have to live for every day. Make every day as precious as you can. Live fully every single day. I stress this message all the time, and I hope that this, if you're listening to this, is going to help you to really start taking your life seriously and start grabbing it by the balls, basically, and living life fully, and stop living in regret, amassing regrets. Stop letting fear stop you from taking action. Most importantly, stop letting other people stop you from taking action and living your life fully. It's so important to live your life, live to the best that you can live it, because it's your life and it's precious and fragile. And the other thing that's really important to take from this sad, tragic event is, don't leave words unspoken. I say it to my son all the time, don't leave words unspoken. Tell the people you care about you love them. Give them hugs every opportunity you can. It's good to show emotion. It's strength to show emotion. It's actually weakness not to show emotion. And that goes whether you're male or female. So show emotion. Let people know you love them. Let people know you care for them. Let people know that you're there for them. Do it openly. Communicate. We're social beings. We're human. We're emotional beings. That's what we do. That's what we need to do. So it's so important that, you take on board these messages. I know this is a bit of a rambly podcast, but it's not one I could kind of get my head around in terms of planning it or writing. And as I said at the start, I didn't really want to do, but I know it's a message needs to get out there. This tragedy needs to wake people up to the reality. It needs to wake people up to the reality. Life is just so precious. My heart aches, and I feel so sad for Diego's parents, especially, burying not just one child, but two other children, before they passed themselves. Diego's wife, only married recently, a couple of days ago, and his three beautiful children. And, not only was Diego an amazing footballer, and the amount of joy he brought to us Liverpool fans and has given us so many precious memories that we will now cherish even more and remember even more. But he was also a great example of a good human, a good person, a good friend, a good father, a good son, a good father or partner. it was always very clear to everybody how much he cherished his partner, how much he loved her. It's just even the posts around their wedding the other few days, it was just so beautiful. And also his kids. I happened to be there in the last game of the season, the players there with their kids and everything, and just seeing him playing ball with his kids there in front of the cop, and just the unity between the five of them, three kids, himself and his partner, Ruth, I think it's pronounced. It's just so beautiful to see. Again, a great example. And all of the players who have posted since his passing, tributes and what they say about him, and, the open-hearted, authentic way they're speaking about him, sharing the truth about, the man behind the player. And every single one of them speaks about the good human he was, good friend, good fun, humble has come up so often. And it's like that. If you achieve things, there's no reason to change as a person. Still be the same person. Humble should be normal. Yeah, we're in a world where people achieve things and tend to lose their mind of it. They definitely aren't humble. But look, the main message I want to do with this is, I want to, again, to tribute to Diego. He's one of my favourite players. And that was one thing that made it hit even harder yesterday. As a Liverpool fan, it hit hard. One of my favourite players, hit hard. Tragedy it was, hit hard. But what really hit me the hardest was as a human looking at that situation and just the unimaginable pain for his parents, his wife, and his children. Like his parents, his wife must somehow explain to three young children that daddy's not coming home. And, that's something that just hit me so hard yesterday. Still hitting me today, fills me with such sadness. That, again, is a human. And we are all humans. And it's important as well to allow yourself to be human, allow yourself to be emotional, because it's just a normal part of life. We are all humans, basically, and we're emotional beings. And don't store it within you. It's another important point while I'm talking about it. Don't store emotions in. It's like poison inside your body. Let your emotions out in whatever way they can be. I shed a lot of tears yesterday, the emotional impact of it on me. And every time I saw another video or post by him again, the same thing happened again. And that was important again. Emotions coming out, not suppressing them, let them out. I don't have any problem admitting it. And I'm a human being, I'm a social being. Being male or female has no impact on anything. And that's social conditioning we need to break. Look, I can go off and off into tangents, but look, my most important message here is, use this as a reminder that life is fragile, life is precious. Time is so precious, yet it's so limited. We don't know how much we're getting, and tomorrow's never promised. But truly live life to the fullest. Live it to the max every day. Go for your dreams. Bigger the better. But don't let anything stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let fear stop you. Move from fear always. Feel fear, just go from it. Move from it. Move forward. What's the worst can happen? You can always go backwards, or you can go off another direction or find another way. Don't stay where you are. You've one chance at this. Live life fully. Live it to the max. No regrets. Fear regrets. And another important message. Make sure you tell those you love that you love them dearly, and tell them that regularly. Hug them whenever you can. Kiss them whenever you can. Don't leave words unspoken. So I don't want this to be too long, so I just end up saying the same thing over and over. Well, it might be no harm, because it's kind of re-emphasizing the point, but I think you get the message. So I hope this message has stuck. I hope it's going to stimulate you to take action, because look, if you don't take action on it, then it's pointless. It's like, even in the aftermath of this tragedy, a lot of people will be reflecting on their lives and would see things very differently. But if they don't change what they're doing, they haven't taken the message that they should have. So I hope you will take the message from this podcast episode that I really urge you to take, and you urge that onto other people then as well, whether by sharing this podcast or just sharing the same message. It's quite simple. Live life fully. Don't allow fear for other people to stop you. Life is precious. Fear regret. You can tell anybody that. Any of us can tell other people that. And like I said, express your love for those who matter in your life. So hope, look, you get something from this. Diego, thank you for so many precious memories, so many precious moments. I'll cherish them forever. You gave me some amazing moments, and I happen to be even present at Anfield to see some of them. If it wasn't on the TV, I was there. So thank you for the memories, and thoughts and prayers with your beautiful family, and I can only hope that they will somehow find a way to get through this tragic time. It's unimaginable what they must be going through. But I'm sure your spirit will guide them and help them in their suffering. And for all of you listening, thank you for listening. Thank you for giving me whatever that into time is. I have no idea. And I do really hope it helps. And do let me know your feedback and share this message with anyone you feel it will help. Okay? As I said, live fully. You get one chance. Live without fear. Go for your dreams. Fear regret. Don't be fear you should have. And tell those you love that you do love them. Give them a hug. All right? Take care, guys. I'll speak to you in the next episode.